Hi guys, good morning. This is Carmen Chen. Today actually, when I wake up, I'm thinking about what to talk about today, and then one of my customers just inspired me because I just received a message from him. He asked me like if I would like to quote him again because his goods still in the warehouse. So I checked the message, the history, like what we have been talked about, that he have the goods to was waiting for ship to USA. And the message was on May. I quote him, and even my quotation is like 2,000 USD less than his freight forwarder before. But then he asked me like, why Carmen? I don't understand how the shipping cost can raise $7,000 in 6 days. And I told him that, well, this is the situation now, due to the COVID, due to all the world situation now, the shipping costs are very high. You cannot compare with it to 2019. Because as the last video I talked about, like 2019, one small container to US is probably like $1,500, $1,800. And now it's like 11,000, 12,000. So it's really ridiculous. It's difficult to explain why and how and why this all happened. So that's why 2 months he still keep his goods in the warehouse in China and didn't ship out. I don't know how much influence for the income and the profit margin, because his product is electronic products. If you stock in warehouse for 2 months and waiting for the shipping costs to reduce in 2 months, I'm afraid that in my own personal experience or my own opinion, it's very hard. Like it's basically difficult, very difficult. The possibility to have like a lower rate for shipment in this year is very, very low. And soon it will be Christmas peak season again, so it will be very tough. So today my topic is to talk about why all the shipping cost is very high now and what is the reason cost. But all is like based on my personal experience and my opinion, and then what I read, what I heard about from my colleagues, what I researched from the carrier for the shipping, for air and for boats. Then found out was the conclusion is the reason why the shipping cost is incredible high now is because of five reasons. So the first reason is about the need and the supplies, because now China is quite fine, as now like many of us will already put the vaccine, and yeah, we are the first country to get the COVID situation, and we also like recover 80 to 90% now. Then the production line is already start. The pollution comes also sadly. And then we start our production line, everything is fine. So, and now in Europe, in America, in the other country, or most of the country that outside China is in a very difficult situation now. Lack of workers, the people locked down several times, work from home, the production line also gets stuck, they don't produce too much. So many countries, the supplies, they relate it on China. So we have the export rate from China to the other country is even higher than before. So this is one of the reasons, also cost of the shipment, because we have more the need from the customer, or from the customer side, the buyer side is more than what we support. So we need to keep produce a lot of stuff, a lot of cargoes to export. And this is the first reason. And the second reason is about, as most of the people, as you do the export from China or import from China, you understand the situation now is lack of space and lack of containers. Why the reason we difficult to find the containers is because now we have a lot of exports. The container ship from China to the other country, and then the other country they don't ship back because due to COVID situation, according to how horrible the situation in the destination country, that we don't have the return container. So that is one of the reasons that we are searching for container all the time. I remember the beginning of the year was the worst situation, that we get a space on the boat, we get the boats, we get the cargoes, but just cannot find a container. So it's difficult to ship. And now since on May, all the production line to produce new containers already like full power to produce more container, to release a little bit the stress of lacking containers. As I know, for the data now is like, now the production of the container is 500,000 40 feet container per month. So this is our production speed for the containers to reduce the stress from lack of container for the situation, to make sure everything goes fine. And because of this also will cost a lot of higher price for to get, because now as all the containers is not too much, so the price of the container is also very high. So this is one of the reasons. But now we are trying to find a solution as to fully power to produce more containers. But it doesn't mean that the shipping cost will be reduced, because the shipping cost higher is based on a lot of reasons. So we go to the third reason. The third reason is because now from the beginning, it's from China side. We have a lot of stock from China, the stocks in the terminal as well. Because let's go back to 2020. February, I remember it's February, was the China lockdown time. So as everybody know, China have a very important holiday, is the Chinese New Year. So due to the Chinese New Year, most of the workers normally they take 3 weeks, two weeks to 1 month of holiday to go hometown and stay home with family, with kids. But 2020 is a special year because of the COVID. The government suggests everyone to stay longer in Chinese New Year in the hometown. And that's one of the reasons that most of the workers, they cannot go back to work. And then, so the workers on the production line, they cannot go back to work. And also the workers working in from the terminal, in the pier, in the container yard, most of the workers also cannot get back. So the production line stock and the goods which in the container yard, in the terminal for shipping, is also stuck there. So it's like there is few months, everything is get stuck, like the time stopped there. So a lot of cargoes still stay in the terminal. So this is the China side. So the people, when they come back from the Chinese New Year, the extension Chinese New Year, they come back to terminal and they need to keep working on it. So this is the China side. And let's go back to the other country, for example, the US or Europe. The situation now is also the similar as the time when we have the COVID situation. Now, as guys, you know, maybe probably you lock down at home, maybe you have the different rules to go out. You need to show the green code, or because I know every country have different policies. Even the different province of the same country also have different policies. So as I know, everybody will understand the situation in the terminal in Europe and in America, that the workers also lack of workers. Some workers probably they get COVID, or they did quarantine, they need to do COVID tests, or they need to stay home, or their family have the COVID or whatever, this kind of situation. So all the reasons cause lack of workers. So then it causes of the reason that the goods get handling slower, everything, the speed, the shipping, everything, the process also gets slower. And Also because people work for the terminal, for import-export, have higher rates to get the COVID. So in this kind of job, probably the people are not willing to do it, or the people want to hire their salary. As I hear about a lot of strike, no matter the strike for not wearing masks, the strike for no lockdown, getting out, the strike for open a restaurant, open a bar, or the strike for higher the salary for the workers who work for the transportation side or import-export, because it's a higher risk for the work. And so this is one of the reasons also cost on the labor cost is higher. So now we go to the fourth reason. Probably I should make it like on the turn, because maybe the fourth reason most of the people think is the biggest reason that happens for the shipping costs go higher. It's because of those shipping company. We normally call it carrier, because shipping company can be the freight forwarders who is not on the control of the whole shipping market. And then the carrier is, which is like OCL, CMA, MSC, Evergreen, all those shipping company, we call it carrier. So now, as we know, the third, there are the main three alliance shipping company together. The first one is called 2M. 2M is included with MSK, and MSC. And then the second alliance is we call it the Ocean Alliance. So it's included with Costco, OCL, and CMA, Evergreen, we call it also EMC. And then the third one, probably not too many people hear about that, as most of you are like Amazon seller, you focus on the American shipping line and the European shipping line. And the third one is mainly on the Asian or the East Europe shipping line. The third shipping alliance is called THE, or the Alliance, and they're included with the One. So as maybe guys, you probably know, the One was combined with three shipping companies together, which included with the MOL, K-Line, and NYK. So, and also included with the Harper Lloyd and Yangming. This is the third alliance. So these three big alliance carrier company, they are mostly controlling all the cost for the shipping, especially for the boat. Here mainly I will talk about the boat, because the airline will be the similar situation. Because of now the shipping cost is very high, so most of the sellers or the customers, they will mainly focus on the sea shipment. So with all these shipping alliance company, I'm sure, and you are sure, they lost a lot of money during the COVID time. You can imagine in a simple way. Let's see, like they bought the boat, like you have the boat, you already invest the money on the boat, and you are renting out the boat every time to go out, to come back, and you rent it by each day. But because of COVID situation, you cannot rent the boat out. So your investment cannot come back when you purchase the boat. So the boat stuck there and not using it, but the money you already spent, and then this investment is not getting back. And it's not only one boat. Imagine for those carrier, the huge boat which can carry like thousands of containers, investment there and not going to use it. So they really lost a lot of money. So now due to the COVID, they have to earn the money back. And as all the import-export businesses start to move, they have to get the money back on time. And then who is going to handle to help them to get the investment back? Is us, is customers, is the people who buy the goods and who buy the goods from China. So, or even to the other country, because I heard the last time my customer have the shipment from USA to Australia. Also in 1 month, the prices get raised crazy, like 30% higher. So I'm sure that it's not from China, but because I'm based in China, I'm a Chinese, so what I know mostly is about China. So yeah, this is one of the reasons that the carrier, they need to get the money back for what they invested for. And now with the less boat, less workers, and they need to have a lot of goods to ship, and the money they need to get back from their loss is based on the smaller quantity of the business. So in each unit of the business, the cost is higher because they need to handle the cost before for those boats that are not working. So for airplane, it's the same. Before, one airline probably every month they have like 200 flights from China to USA, for example. And now, due to COVID situation, less people, and then also the passenger airline is not working. Normally, the passenger airline will carry the smaller cargos together to save the cost. But now mainly is the cargo airline, and there is less flights. And then how to get the money, to earn the money back, to get the money they lost back, is to raise the money, to raise the cost for the current business. And that's why all the situation happen. But now, probably you will ask, but now the situation is better. The COVID situation is getting better. Like 50% of the whole world, the people get the vaccine already. Why is still so expensive? Well, we have to say we don't know if all the carrier they get the money they lost before, they get back the money, or they didn't get, like they got the money back, or they still didn't get back the money. And if they get the money back already, we don't know if they are going to decide to reduce the price, or they are really very enjoy the way to that the consumers, the customer can handle the shipping cost, so they will keep the price. That's also be possible. But I am thinking like the people who like to buy from China is because the cost in China and plus the shipping cost to their country is still lower than when they buy the things directly from their country. That's why the people trying to buy from China. But now, first of all, the raw material in China got higher, and the shipping cost is get crazy higher. So when this made in China products arrive in the destination country, the cost probably is the same or even higher than the local production. So most of the people will go to buy directly from the local market. So that will influence the export from China, and that will also influence for the carrier, the shipping company, the boss for shipping. It will influence their business too. So probably if slowly get into this direction, maybe the shipping cost will go down a little bit. But I think this speed will be very slow. So if you are the customer, like the customer who sent me the message in the morning that to stock the goods for 2 months in the warehouse and expecting the shipping cost is getting less, I think you probably need to think about that. Otherwise, you ship it out immediately and try to buy it from the local country, the local products, or you need to probably think about another way. If you're going to continue to import from China, or you need to higher the price in your selling price also. So the fifth reason I'm talking about is about the cost of everything. Like now the raw material in China and the whole world is raised. I don't know if it's money gets smaller or because of the things get more expensive. The labor also got more expensive. So everything raised the price. So if everything raised the price, of course the shipping price also will be the same level of raising the money. For example, if you go to the market, the apple, the banana, and the orange, they always have the similar level of the price. And when the apple and the banana, they suddenly got higher the price because they say, oh, because of the farm, because of the workers, because of the nutrition they get, because of the water cost, because of the land cost, everything, that the apple and the banana, they need to hire the cost to sell on the market. And the orange, even themselves, maybe they need less care, they need less workers, they need less rent for the land. But then if they look at, oh, if the banana and the apple, they raise the price, maybe I will also raise the price too, to get on the market with the same level. It's the whole market, the whole financial, they control by themselves. So I think also this is mainly the fifth reason. But I think the fifth reason is not really important reason. The first four reason, I think, is a big influence by the shipping cost now, due to the COVID season. So yeah, this is today's topic about the shipping, because as my experience all the time, many customer was complaining why the shipping cost is really high. Last year is not like that, but you never can compare with the shipping cost this year and last year, even this month and last month. I would like to probably suggest everybody to have a better business plan, and then also for the timing, because of the last video I also talk about Christmas is coming. Now we're already the end of July, so we have the August, September, October and November, and we need to put around 2 months for arranging the shipping, because now due to COVID situation, the shipping timeline is getting longer, the delays, more and more delays. So to be safe, I will suggest you you need to prepare around about 2 months for the sea shipment, and then another 2 months is for the production and for the arranging and then inspection, these kind of things, to make it everything is safe. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about today. I hope it's some information that helping for you and can also answer some of your questions during all the time in your whole brand, and why everything is so expensive and why it raised the price. So yeah, that's it, the topic for today. I hope it's helpful for you, and I hope that if you have any questions, you can always send me a message or send me an email to ask me. I will be there always for you. This is Carmen from Easy Peasy Sourcing. See you next time.